is Chris Burns, and I'm the CEO of Digisphere Marketing, and we're based out of sunny Sarasota, Florida. I'm talking to you today about automotive websites that have parts and accessories fully integrated into them. This is something new to the automotive industry. We're the first people to bring this to market. We're actually utilizing an API from a company called Auto Parts Kit. Auto Parts Kit is a supplier of parts and accessories data. They have OEM catalogs going back to 1975 for all major brands, as well as aftermarket accessories. So they're offering this through an API that any company can use and consume based on their needs. Our need was to get away from doing third-party automotive websites that have parts and accessories on them, separate from the inventory of the vehicles. The issue is that a dealer has to pay two separate sets of fees. They have to pay for their main automotive website, hosting, management, SEO, PPC. They've got to pay a separate vendor for the parts website. Often that parts vendor doesn't even offer those ancillary services, so they have to engage yet another company. What we're first to do is marry those two things together. Through Digisphere Marketing, you're able to get your new and used car inventory on an OEM compliant website, and at the same time, you have all of the OEM collision parts and aftermarket accessories for the brands that you carry directly on your automotive website. Why is that a big deal? There are a few main reasons for this, okay? Selling parts is great, and it's an often underlooked area of the business. Research has shown that only 10% of dealers are actually selling parts online. Most of you are still just using a form on your website to let a customer fill it out and tell you what it is they're looking for. That few 10% that are actually going after it with e-commerce websites are dealing with the issues I previously mentioned. Now, you have the ability to have it all on one site. And the benefit of that is for SEO purposes alone, you have a website with your new and used inventory that's probably totaling a few hundred pages if you have a lot of inventory, and you're indexing it properly. Those third-party parts websites have hundreds of thousands of pages. We're talking about parts for vehicles that have variations going back to 1975. So think about the year, make, model, trim, and engine type of every vehicle in your brand that goes back to 1975, and individual product pages for those parts and accessories. That's hundreds of thousands of pages, millions if you have a website that has multiple brands. Now you're taking your main website and you're all offering the same thing. Not anymore. Now your website, although you're probably an authority in your area, when you try to go more aggressive and target a little further away, you have difficulty. You have to engage a very aggressive SEO company. I promise you there aren't many of them out there that know how to do it properly. We are one of them. One of the tricks in our bag is all of these parts and accessories are being indexed and crawled because they're hard-coded on your site. The authority of your website just went from a 5 to a 10 within days. All of this parts and accessories data is relevant to the new and used cars that you're selling on your site. The overall authority of your site is increasing, which means you're not only going to start ranking for parts and accessories, but you're also going to rank higher for your core brand terms, for the leases for your new car, for those vehicles that are under $10,000. All of those other terms are going to lift along with the authority of your site. Building the authority of your website is a huge advantage that you have over your competition. We know because we've launched a couple of websites that we haven't talked about yet, and we've been accumulating data. I can tell you that these are true statements. The second benefit that you're going to have by having all of your parts and accessories on your main site is you have the credibility of your brand behind you on the site that people are actually purchasing the products. Yes, there's now a cart on your website. And yes, they can buy those parts and accessories directly on your site. With a third-party site that you may not have even branded to your dealership, there's not a lot of credibility there. We know because we've done these third-party sites. You're gonna get a lot of phone calls because people wanna make sure that you're a real company and that when they put their credit card in, they're going to get a product in return. Well, that's creating a lot of extra work in your parts department. People pre-qualifying, verifying the actual part numbers that they already have in their cart, oftentimes having to take that credit card over the phone because the person has so little confidence in that third-party website. By having all of the parts and accessories on your core website, you eliminate that. These people already trust the brand. They've seen your commercials, they've heard you on the radio, they've seen you sponsoring those charity events, and they know you. And those are just local shoppers. Having your parts and accessories on your main website exposes you beyond your local market. It makes it easy to sell those parts to people on the other side of the country who don't mind paying a few dollars in shipping to get the parts from a legitimate dealership that they know they can trust. I want to keep this video short. I don't want to get into incredible detail. I just wanted to expose you to the fact that we now have the ability to list those parts and accessories directly on your website for you. If you're interested in learning more, give us a call at 1-800-807-4079. Visit us online at digispheremarketing.com. I'm going to drop some links in the comments section of our YouTube video where you can get some more information online. I look forward to talking to you more in the future. I hope you all have a safe NADA. We're going to be at booth number 4078C. We have co-branded a booth with Premium Productions, a great mail house that we've been doing some really cool digital products with. You should come and see what we have. We'll show you a demo, and I'd like to shake your hand and meet you. Learn more about your dealership and what your goals are. Until next time, it's Chris Burns, Digi out. Parts website. I think I just spit. I can see the spit coming in my mouth.
No, it's good. It's good. You're doing really good.
Sure?
Yes. You're at 5 minutes and 40 seconds.
Ooh.
And there's like no mistakes.
In return. Oh, sorry, I had a burp. Dealership that they know they can trust. I need to think about it. Give us a call at, do you know the phone number?
I can be
By and see us at booth 4078. Shit.
C for Catherine.